Hey guys, what's up? In this video, we are going to go through my travel makeup bag. This is the bag that I packed on vacation. This is a bag that I've been packing for vacation for the past year. So it is really compact. I like how it had dividers. I don't use the dividers, but it did come with dividers. I will link this bag down below. They had a small, a medium, and a large. This one, I believe, is the medium. Again, I will link it down below just in case you guys are interested. But we are going to go through this bag because you guys wanted me to do a video where I showed you guys everything that I packed and then showed you the stuff that I actually didn't even touch while I was on vacation. Because we're all notorious for overpacking, and it's not just our clothes and our shoes, it's our makeup too. So it is really heavy duty. The zipper is really well made and it is very sturdy. So when you open it up, you do have this flap and you can kind of include whatever brushes you want to pack in that area. And then you can close your flap back up, which keeps them nice and concealed. So it helps a lot of like your powders and your makeup that's on your brushes, if you don't get to clean them like me, to not kind of like travel towards the rest of your makeup products. And look how stuffed this thing is. I want nothing to fall out. Look how stuffed this baby is. So we're gonna go right through this bag. The facial cleanser I packed was this First Aid Beauty Pure Skin Face Cleanser. It is almost finished, and the only reason why I packed this one and not my Glam Glow is because the Glam Glow, I love it so much that if it were to like spill everywhere, I'd be really upset. And this one is pretty much kind of like not almost done, but it's like there's probably like 1/3 of it left. So there wasn't that much space of like air inside, you know what I mean? So it was less likely for it to kind of pop in here. That's why I packed it. I do like it. It works. I just needed a cleanser, not a big deal, so I ended up packing this baby. This time around when packing for vacation, I tried to be a minimalist. What I packed as a moisturizer is this Korres Wild Rose, what is this? The Vitamin C Brightening Sleep Facial. I packed this baby just so that I can like slather something on my face because I know I'd be tired at the end of the day and I just didn't want to really do too much of a skincare routine. So I packed this. I would cleanse my face with that, and then I ended up using this as a moisturizer. I actually only wore makeup out of 7 days, 3 days. Isn't that crazy? When I'm at home, I wear makeup every freaking day. So for me at least, it's crazy. In terms of skincare, I also packed this baby here. This is the Gold Faden MD Solution Bright Eyes for Dark Circles Radiance Concentrate. I took this on vacation with plans to really give it the 7-day whirl and see if, because I'm not rotating my products, maybe I'll see a difference this time around, since this would be the only under eye kind of cream that I'd be using for 7 days. I was so tired. I only used it once, so I packed this, and it's not super big or bulky, but it still took up space in my makeup bag, and yeah. I did take some masks, so I took 2 of the black eye masks, and then I took 2 of the touch-up masks. I only used 1 of each, obviously. I came back with these 2. I don't know what happened. I think it's more like I mentioned before, I was just so tired. I was not interested in doing a whole skincare routine. There was one night that I was like, I'm gonna be real bougie right now, and I'm going to like eye mask it and sit on the balcony. So that's what happened that night. But then all the other nights, I was like, I'm tired. I don't have time to be bougie and cute, so never mind. It was great to have them just in case I changed my mind. And they're not bulky. They don't take up space, so it is what it is. You know what was one item I really swore, I really truly believed that I would use that I didn't? The Juno & Co. Brush Off Brush Dry Cleaner. You know, these are one of those like brush cleaners. You swirl your brush in there and it's like nice and clean. I bought it. I packed it. Never used it before. I said, no, I'm not going to take that many eye brushes, so I know I will use this baby. It's a little on the bulky side. It's great for at home. I thought it would be amazing for travel. I never even used it. Moving on to complexion items, I will tell you, crazy enough, I did not at all whatsoever pack a primer. I know, it's weird. I didn't pack a primer because I ended up using this baby over here. This is the Pixi On The Glow Multi-Use Moisture Stick, and I loved this for the kind of like the luminosity that it gives your skin, but it also gives it some hydration. It's a moisturizer, so I ended up using this versus a primer for the skin. I wasn't worried about my makeup lasting long. I was just really worried and concerned for my skin staying hydrated and healthy. That was really it. So, and I wasn't eating so great. I really wasn't. So I needed to make sure my skin, at least on the outside, was being given the moisture and love that it needed. So I made sure I used this whenever I did apply makeup. And actually, before leaving the room, whenever we were gonna go out, I made sure I applied this on my skin, because that ocean water, you know, that mist, it's crazy. But my husband would be like, wait, what are you doing? And I'm like, wait. And I was doing one of these. I actually use this almost every single day on the ship. The foundation I packed for vacation is this one. This is the Celebration Foundation by IT Cosmetics. This one is in the shade Tan. And look how it looks on the inside. And I know how to fix it, so it is what it is. I'm just going to scrape some of it out from the top. I think that by me going in, then applying the foundation with the brush, and then going back in, because I had moisture on my skin, that happened. So I'm gonna go ahead, scrape some of that off, and then I will spray some alcohol to make sure that it disinfects. But this is the foundation I ended up using throughout my trip, and I absolutely loved it. It was just so light. It felt like I had nothing on my skin, and I'm so happy I dove in and ended up getting this foundation. The concealer I packed for vacation is this one over here. It is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Footwear. I got mine in the shade 375 Latte. I absolutely love this concealer. Drugstore wise, I always love L'Oreal and Maybelline. I ended up packing this one because if I were to lose this one, it's more affordable for me to run out and replace it, and it wouldn't hurt as much because I can just go to any drugstore and pick this up like literally 5 minutes for me. This is the Charlotte Tilbury. Look how pretty this freaking compact is, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. And this is a skin perfecting micro powder, and it is in the shade 2 medium. I use this for under my eyes to set my concealer. Freaking love this powder, and I ended up packing this one because the packaging is so thin and compact versus like something super bulky, you know. Moving on to bronzers and highlighters. These are the two that I packed. I ended up packing my Becca. This is the Sunlit Bronzer in Bronze Bondi. And then this is the Steve Laurent Prosecco Please highlighter that we got in BoxyCharm. These are the only ones that I packed. So the only bronzer, the only highlighter. These are like the one products that I didn't take duplicates of. This highlighter I received in my Slay Glam box. This is for face and body by Soarmade. This is a shimmering glow. I didn't end up using this on my face because it gets a little, like, not a little messy. It gets pretty messy. You'll see glitter particles everywhere. You'll think that you've arrived at fairyland. However, I do think it gives you this beautiful glow, and it is a really nice product. I just really don't like the brush, and I have not been able to figure out how to remove it out of the packaging. I had an off-the-shoulder top, so I ended up using it over on my décolleté, my neck area, just like make myself look super glowy. So I didn't use it on my face. I used it on my body. I only used it once because then it rubbed off on my clothes, and my top was white, and it was a thing. But yes, the powder is really pretty though. All right, let me show you items that I'm like, why did I pack so much? So my primer, you guys know I need to use a primer for my lids. So I packed my Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in the shade medium. Then for eyeliner, like the inner rim, I ended up packing this Milk Makeup Longwear Gel Liner. This was in the shade black. Guys, I ended up getting this on a friggin' sale over at Sephora. I think it was like 10 bucks. That's what the sale price was. And I am obsessed. This is my new favorite black liner. You guys know I always do the Ardency and Monster eyeliner because it always stays on my rim and it's nice and dark and it just glides on. They do the very same thing. Amazing. So if you ever see this again on sale, you just want to dive in and get it, trust me, at least the black, freaking amazing. For the brows, this is crazy, okay? Crazy. I ended up packing these 3 products. I ended up packing the PYT POV Brow Pencil, the MAC Spiked Eyebrow Pencil, and my Glam Brow Rodial. So honestly, the only 2 that I used were these 2 here. I shifted from one shade to the other depending on how I felt that day and what kind of look I was going to create. If I wanted something light and natural, then I would go with my Glam Brow. And if I wanted something like more smoky, then I went with my PYT. I honestly did not touch the MAC one. I'm trying to use it up. I love the shade. The packaging is annoying, and I still say it. It's MAC. Why did they have to go so cheap with the packaging? For my brows, I also ended up taking the Dip Brow Pomade Gel by Anastasia. I have mine in the shade, I think it's dark brown because the little sticker came off. I ended up just on certain days with no makeup, just brushing my brows into place just so that they would look a little more polished. And that was it. And it works really well. You just have to be pretty precise because if not, it could be a little much. For my winged liner, I ended up packing this baby here. I know this is not typically what I use. I ended up packing the Suva Beauty Hydra Liner. I wanted to give it a good shot only because when I received it in my box, I was like, no. Ipsy, what are you doing? You sent me this dried out product that I can't use. This is frustrating. This is annoying, blah, blah, blah. But then they wrote back to me because I didn't email them. And they're like, no, it's water activated. I said, oh. I guess if it came with instructions, I missed it. If it didn't come with instructions, that it should have. However, I did pack it with the brush, wet it, used it, loved it. Just to show you guys, I did pack my 2 Juno & Co. sponges. Like, these are my 2 like current favorites. This has been like my favorite. I've obsessed for over a year. And then this one, this is the Juno Cloud. I washed this one because I thought I would use it again. And I ended up not using it again because I only did my makeup 3 times. But then this one, as you guys can see, I am a hot mess. And it's just, I need to wash it. I am almost done, I promise. For mascara, I ended up taking the Trestique mascara that we received in Boxy Luxe. I wish there was a way that I could remove this contraption because it just makes the whole situation even bulkier. I do like the mascara formula. I like the wand. It worked really well. I'm glad I only packed 1 and not 100 because I only did my makeup 3 times, and I'm going to keep saying that because that's the point of this video. We overpack thinking what we're going to do, and then we end up not doing it. I packed all this stuff for what? For 3 days. For my blush, I ended up just packing the JCat palette. Honestly, I know it is not this high-end expensive brand, but guess what? It does the freaking job. The pigmentation is amazing. And look at this. You are getting 8 huge pans. Look how compact it is. I literally laid it at the bottom of my bag and then just shoved everything else on top. Freaking amazing. So I packed that one, and I love that I had 8 selections. Then I ended up packing, and yes, I did, this palette over here, the Rasha B Cosmetics Matte Shimmers and Glitters palette. I laughed because I just knew I needed to take this palette with me. Look how pretty she is. We got this in a Slay Glam box as well. And then I also packed the City Limits IB Beauty palette. We got this one in a Try Beauty box. But for this one, I kind of stuck to the earthy tones. So like the browns and like these light cranberries, the creams, I stuck to those, and I think that was my main reason for taking this palette. For setting spray, I ended up taking the Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face Waterproof setting spray. So here's my deal with this. I took it because I wanted to test it out on vacation. Does it work? Yes. Is it completely waterproof? I don't think so. Is it sweat proof? For a certain period of time. The only thing is that I don't like that it leaves your face sticky. So you go ahead, apply it. I love the scent. But once you apply it, even after it dries, you go like this and your face is sticky, almost like if you did apply hairspray on your face. It's a little weird. I personally don't like that. So I end up just taking some setting powder and just powder really lightly because I do like the scent and I do like that it works. And as if that wasn't enough makeup, I ended up taking these 3 lipsticks. I narrowed it down to nudes because you can never go wrong with taking nudes. These are the Huda Beauty Bullet lipsticks. I took Staycation, Joyride, and Anniversary. I know they look the same in the tube, but when you actually apply them, they look different on the lips, which is like freaking amazing. I took all 3, used all 3, and they were all very flattering. That's it. Other than that, all I have left are brushes, and these are just like your basic, your blush, your powder, your foundation, some eyeshadow brushes. There's nothing super special about this section here, so I'm not really gonna go through it. But as you guys can see, the bag is empty. Now, do you see how deep it is? And these little lines here, it actually came with dividers, so you can definitely divide it based on how you want your makeup to sit in your bag, and you can really organize your bag. I personally don't have time to organize. I didn't like the idea of dividers limiting the amount of space because realize that they're gonna end up taking some space in your bag. So I ended up taking the dividers and I eventually threw them out like, I don't know, a few months ago. So now I just take whatever I am going to pack and I strategize on how I think it should be packed. That way they don't break, and then that's it. So that is it. That is everything I took on vacation. As you guys can see, it is a lot of stuff for 3 days. And the reality is I ended up using every single item at least once. So it's not like I ended up taking things that I didn't use. However, I packed so much thinking that I would use it 7 days in a row, and I did not. So that was everything that was in my bag this time around when I went on vacation. Let me know down below if you saw any items that are staples in your makeup collection. Also, let me know, like, do you overpack and come back without using one of the items or maybe a few? All right, guys, that is a wrap up for this video. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I hope you enjoyed this video as you guys did request this, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye. Hey guys, before you go, don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms, which you'll find here on screen. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, then make sure you check out the other videos that are popping up on the screen. I am sure you're gonna enjoy those as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.